Good morning. This is Kellyanne on the go with all you need to know news and weather as you start your day.
This morning, a Sioux Falls shooting suspect is back behind bars facing new, more serious charges.
A grand jury has indicted Jabril Fears on 4 counts of attempted first-degree murder. Court documents list 4 different victims and say the crime was premeditated. We first told you about the case in June. That's when police say Fears and another man opened fire on a group of people in downtown Sioux Falls. A $250,000 warrant was issued for Fears' arrest. He was initially booked into jail last week for aggravated assault and was released without having to pay bond. Now that he's been indicted, Fears was booked back into jail on Thursday. Another man was arrested on the case earlier, but the charges against him have been dismissed. A Nebraska woman is suing the city of Sioux Falls and the police department. Sheila Rizal claims 2 officers were negligent when they tried to stop a stolen car during the summer of 2023. The civil lawsuit claims the driver of the stolen car was going up to 75 miles per hour on Cliff Avenue before running a red light at 10th Street. That's where it crashed into Rizal's car. According to the lawsuit, she suffered severe injuries which led to permanent impairment and disability. The man who was driving the stolen car is now in prison. Chad Martin Jr. is serving time for vehicular battery and eluding. The lawsuit filed this week in federal court does not specify how much money she's asking for, only that it's more than $75,000. A big change is on the horizon for the University of South Dakota's medical school. On Thursday, the USD president announced the first 18 months of the medical doctor program will be based in Sioux Falls. It's currently based in Vermilion on the main campus. Officials say the change will make it easier for students to work with clinical faculty early in their education.
The people that are going to benefit most from this are our students. No longer are they going to have to commute, particularly in the dead of winter. But they're going to have access from day one to our high-quality clinicians throughout this city. The change is set to happen in 2027. Well, now let's get a check on this morning's weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
All right. Good morning, everybody. We've been following thunderstorms this morning in northeastern South Dakota. Some have been strong to severe, containing a lot of lightning strikes and some heavy rainfall. As we get into the afternoon, we'll have partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will reach the 80s and 90s with the thick humidity, and then we'll see if anything redevelops later this afternoon. I do think we have a better chance to see the rain in western South Dakota, probably during the evening hours. I'll have more details on that forecast coming up.
Thanks, Scott. Tomorrow, the American Heart Association will be having their annual Heart Walk event.
The walk includes people of all ages and will be a 1.5-mile loop through downtown Sioux Falls.
We like to think of it as our mission in motion. So not only is it our biggest fundraiser of the year, but walking is one of the single best things you can do to take care of your heart. And so it's a great opportunity to not only support the mission, but also get out and have a walk, which is great for your heart.
If you're interested in this walk or volunteering opportunities, you can follow the links under this story on KELLYLAND.com.
Remedy Brewing Company in downtown Sioux Falls will host a pair of events this weekend.
Woofstock is a fundraiser for Dakota Dachshund Rescue, featuring adoptable dogs, a petting zoo, and vendors. Remedy will also be home to Brick Falls. The Lego user group will set up shop inside the Pickleball Pub with builders from 8 states showing off their creations.
They'll have 222 different unique custom Lego creations on display. A lot of those different Lego creations have play features that kids and families can interact with the builders and the creations. On top of that, we'll also be featuring a handful of different hands-on events at the show Saturday and Sunday.
Woofstock runs from 1 to 5 p.m. tomorrow and is free to attend, while Brick Falls is tomorrow and Sunday, and tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for kids ages 3 to 12.
Dakota Dachshund Rescue is just one of a handful of animal rescue organizations in Sioux Falls that got a big donation this week. Roxy & Co. reached out to one of its suppliers asking for dog food to donate to animal rescue shelters.
After Nutrisource heard just how overwhelmed rescues are in Sioux Falls right now, they didn't hesitate and donated 28 pallets or 33,000 pounds of dog food to be given away to organizations like Dakota Dachshund Rescue.
This means we can feed a lot of dogs and put that money that we would have spent on dog food into our medical costs. We spend a lot every month feeding. We feed probably every month where we have at least 50 dogs on hand in all of our foster homes.
The Sioux Falls Area Humane Society also got some of the dog food that's estimated to be valued at over $100,000.
Let's look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check of your weather with meteorologist Scott Munn. Scott?
All right, good morning, everybody. We are looking at showers and thunderstorms this morning across northeastern South Dakota. With a very slow-moving low-pressure system, we'll continue our chances for rain through the weekend at 20 to 40%. Later today, we'll watch western South Dakota. This will probably be the best locations where I think we'll see more widespread showers and thunderstorms. As they move east, they will weaken, but not enough that we'll have to throw out that chance of rain in eastern South Dakota, as we'll continue it late tonight into tomorrow morning at about 20%. And then I think eastern Kettleland becomes a little more widespread with our rain chance as we get into Saturday night, early Sunday morning. We'll try to reload the atmosphere as we go through the day on Sunday to continue our scattered showers and thunderstorms. And we have that marginal risk for severe weather, not only for today, as you see on the graphic right now, but this is for tomorrow and even continuing into Sunday. Marginal risk for severe weather, hail and wind being the main threat out of any storms that do develop. And we'll continue our steady chances for showers and thunderstorms as we get into early next week. And then it's next weekend where I do anticipate to see some cooler and drier air arrive. We'll finally break the humidity toward the end of next week and going into next weekend. Temperatures today will reach the 80s and 90s for afternoon highs. Tonight will eventually fall to the 60s and 70s, and for the first half of the weekend, we'll have temperatures in the 80s and 90s. You can always check the details of the 7-day forecast while you're here online. Have a great weekend.